I didn't know I could feel like that.
Okay, what's up? We're back with week 2, or I think it's actually going to be week 4, but we're back on the Dynasty playing game 2 with Baylor, here for Coach Godfrey. So yeah, should be a good time. Let me just make sure I got everything working properly. See how the game audio is coming through. Okay, just adjust some of this stuff. We're going to see how it goes without the face cam for a little while. But for now, hopefully it'll all work out. Okay, so we're going to do a quick check-in on recruiting. And then we're going to get going from there. Okay, so QB's position in need, and we're leading on some really good prospects. Oh, hate to be losing another game. Okay, let's see, how are we doing this past week? -6. Ooh, we might have to pull out on him next week. I think I'm gonna be ready to cut out on Andy Todd this week. Doesn't look like it's going our way. Let's cut him loose. Oh, man. Nick Martin looks like he's our guy, though. And I'm happy with that. Or wait, one sec. Before I say I'm completely happy with that, let's spend a little. Yeah. He could develop into something good. Okay. Now it's on to the centers, which is a position that's not of need that I kind of want to grab someone at. Okay. Kind of want to scout these guys just a little bit more. Know what we're getting into. Oof, that's a bust. I kind of want to go in on him. Besides, I did set my priorities to run block, or pass block. So yeah, I'm happy with that for recruiting. So we are going to go ahead and look at some of the top games this week. And then yeah, we're gonna look at some of the top games this week, and then we're gonna sim them. I would normally watch, don't have a crazy amount of time tonight, so we're just gonna check out the results and then go from there. Starting with the team that we lost to last week and the team that I do not have much love for. Ole Miss in Texas. Ooh, dang. Big win for Texas. Not necessarily like huge in points, but it's a good win. That'll help them climb up the rankings. IU and K-State. Ooh, geez, K-State, what happened? That's rough. So, FCS Southeast is playing us and Oklahoma State this week. How are they doing that? Oh, man. I wish there were more slots in this game so we could have gotten, like, full FCS teams. You know, get Youngstown State in here like they were back in, like, the 04, 03 versions. That was some fun stuff. Rice beat Kansas, yes. Yes, I was right in this fake world. Oh god, I love that way too much, like so much more than I should. Oh man. And OU stomp San Diego State. See, you get realistic results when you use the updated rosters from Operation Sports. They just do it right. Okay, but West Virginia in a close one with Georgia State. I see you. Anyway, here's one that I wish I could have taken the time to properly watch. Ooh, that's a good win for the Big 12. Iowa State knocking off Iowa. You don't see that every year. Usually Iowa takes care of business in that one. It was so close too. Man, kind of regretting not having the time to watch that one. But that's because we were going to watch Houston's game from week 4, because we're going to be going into week 5 playing them. So I want to scout the opponent. But more realistically, I just kind of want videos and graphics to play around with. And Texas Tech knocks off TCU. Yes. That's what I like to see. Okay. Let's see. Is there any big game? We'll check out how this one goes. Okay. A&M knocks off Florida. The SEC is killing itself. Ole Miss beat Georgia in week 1. Top 10 SEC teams aren't safe from the rest of the SEC. That's something different from the real world that I kind of like. Notre Dame and Purdue. I gotta do it. I gotta see if Purdue can pull off the upset. Got a soft spot for them. Oh, 14 fourth quarter points, couldn't pull them back. I hate to see it, but it also makes a lot of sense. That one just wasn't really gonna happen. At least West Lafayette got game day. That's pretty cool. We gotta get game day down to Baylor sometime, down to Waco. That, or to wherever I'm at in the dynasty at that point, because I am not going to stick with Baylor through the whole dynasty. We're gonna grow, we're gonna move, we're gonna try and build our own program. Who knows, maybe we'll come back sometime. Okay, and with that being said, we're going to advance week. We're gonna bring the face cam back now, I think. Yeah, okay, looking good. As soon as this all progresses, we're just going to jump right into the game. Hopefully I'm less rusty than I was last time. I don't turn the ball over as much. But you know how those triple options go. Man, I forgot how long the load times are in this one. Wonder if the mods slow them down at all. Because if you didn't notice, I've got updated logos, updated rosters. Sid Hodge is ready to visit. Okay. Oh yeah, we gotta do recruiting first real quick. But yeah, so I'm using the College Football Revamped mod, which has updated jerseys and fields for a bunch of schools, and they're continuing to come out with new versions. They're doing it all for free, and it takes time to do a lot of good work. So it's amazing that they've gotten as much done as they have already. Because I saw the first stuff about this back this summer, and they've already got the SEC, the ACC. Some of the independents, and half of the Big 12 done and released. So that's really cool. Nick Martin isn't close to visiting yet. I thought I bailed on Andy Todd. We just keep dropping. Why waste points on him? If he's on my board next week, then CPU Dave Aranda must really want him. Let's get this guy in for a visit. Oh, I thought it was him. Wait, was it guard? Sid Hodge, yeah. Well, might as well schedule a visit. Let's put it at week 8 against Iowa State. That way we can maybe get a complimentary bonus by bringing in a center for a visit. Then 2. With that, I'm just gonna leave that. Now we can finally get into the game. Jeez, it took me It took me 12 minutes to get to the game. Okay. What kind of uniforms are we feeling? I'm thinking we go for green out. Oh yeah, I forgot, only black and white socks. What kind of uniform options does FCS have? Just the one, of course. Let's do this. Okay, so what I'm hoping is by halftime I can sub in the second string offense, built up 28, 35 point lead. So that means we'll get to see plenty of Gary Bohannon in this game. Terrell Bernard, man, freaking beast on the defense.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The pride has been restored for Baylor, and now the green and gold on the field and hoping to make a statement with a big victory at home today. That's going to do it for us. Thanks
my audio
for checking
seem
out
really
the
off.
pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on call. David and I are back at halftime.
That's really weird. So my audio is only off for me for some reason.
And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola
I'm surprised by that.
0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Well, I guess I'm just going to be on an audio delay listening to myself because I am not getting any of the announcers.
Petty is lined up to kick this one off, and you can feel the thunder in the crowd as they await the start of this game. He's to the 20, and he's tackled at 23.
Okay, now the audio sounds weird on stream too. We're just going to have to live with all that.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. He's taken down around the 34-yard line.
Oh, he took the pitch there and was able to get the first down. It's a nice option play.
We're just going to keep hitting them with this triple option. Just see how far we can get it down their throats, man.
And they get nice yardage on that one.
Good tackle there by 25. Oh, okay. So my audio feeding in from my computer just got the open.
And a quick roll. He's tackled right around the
Great stiff arm there by Snead.
Excellent
That's
execution
big.
on one side of the ball that time. And it looks to me like the defense was a little state of confusion. Let's see if they can pull themselves together.
I wonder why I've got that crazy audio delay, but you know, it is what it is.
Gains his way to the 10-yard line. They move the sticks after another first
Gotta time up that move I was trying to make on the safety.
I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
We're gonna try and hit Thornton for the touchdown. Oof. That was not a safe throw. I should not have made up my mind that early.
Coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on
Back to
every
triple
single
option.
pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
Charlie's got a touchdown. Let's go. Good start to the game. Okay, serious. The audio. I'm gonna have to fix that before next stream.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
An update on the game at University Park.
I have no clue
Golden
what
Flashes win it by 3.
if I did anything to make the audio
The
weird.
Buckeyes were ranked number 2.
Nebraska beat Ohio State. Okay. Okay. Oh man, there's some upsets.
Every game's important. Just try losing one. Apparently, this team believed it. They tried and they lost. A major upset is now in the books. The Cornhuskers victorious by 14.
Baylor to kick. Sends it sailing downfield.
I'm sorry if I'm speaking over some good notes in there on the studio updates and such. I'm getting the audio on delay because I don't know what's up with the way my computer's working it out. So again, we'll get that fixed out for next time. Kind of expect some hiccups on only my second stream, so we'll work with it. We'll fix it. Hopefully it's all timed up well when I check out the recording of the stream. If not, I'm gonna have some fun editing that yeah, fun.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
I wonder if there's a way to make sure it just watches every time. Because I don't want to have to be spamming my trigger to make sure I watch the plays.
He's very fortunate. Next time he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Snead back to return it.
And we will get to a point later in this game where if we are blowing them out so badly, we will start skipping the defense.
He's to the 40. And he's taken down.
I'm not usually trying to fit a 3-hour stream into 2 hours, but that's what I'm trying to do tonight. So yeah. Do we have a midline option in this? We do not.
So their last drive resulted in 6 points.
And I just called the wrong play.
We'll see the same result on this one.
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive. And until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
Find his receiver, and that's a first down.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering
now we call the right play. Triple option.
First down.
Baylor is
Just get back to our bread and butter.
Gets him open field.
There we go. I'm gonna throw out that spin move. We like to get our spin moves in on this channel. I don't know, if you checked out the name, but oh man, we're just gonna use spin moves way too much. Just force them in everywhere where they don't belong.
Tackle made around the 19-yard line.
Oh no, he's injured. Oh, Ebner got injured. Okay, that stinks. But now we do have Squirrel in the game.
1st and 10. Ball on the 19.
Oh.
Tries to fit it in there. It'll be
Oh,
intercepted.
what was...
That's some daylight. And he is drilled at the 31-yard line.
I just don't think he
Yeah,
saw the defender.
that's all on me. That's just idiocy. Oh man. I mean, when I write it up in my articles that I write to accompany all this, that is definitely going to be Charlie's got to clean that up. Much more like real life than I wish. But who cares?
He's got it with room to run. He goes out of bounds at the 38.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Now if the defense give me another nice stand, we'll just go out there, get it all cleaned up.
Nice run, and he's brought down. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42.
Come on. Let's go get to him. Oof.
And he hits him hard at the 46-yard line.
Jeez. I swear if they go down the field on me right now because I threw that pick, I'm going to be very unhappy. Get to him.
Goes to his back, and it's
So
in and out of
close.
his hands.
That makes it second and 10.
From the 46-yard line, second down. 5 wide.
Come on, come on. Tackle him.
Catches
Yes,
it.
let's go. Okay, third and medium.
Gains about 4 yards
We
there.
can get off the field here. Oh, jeez. Those jerseys are just so plain. Give me some visual spice. You can do better, EA. And again, who wouldn't say that these days? It's a pretty good game for 2014. Yes, yes. Yes, there we go.
The offensive line has to at least slow the guy down a little bit.
He's
So
going
what
to
type
aim
of
this
punt
one to
return
the
we can get set
sideline,
up
trying to
here?
kick it out of bounds. Oh, excellent punt.
Okay, touchback, let's go.
Over the goal line.
Just gonna go out there. We're gonna run the ball because I can't trust myself to pass. We're gonna run the ball.
Offense comes back out, looking to improve from their
Let's see,
last.
Zender back.
So much in football is
Haven't gotten
about
it.
how you
Yeah,
respond
Zendner's
to
back.
adversity.
Okay.
Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
And there's.
Tackled after a decent pickup. 7 yards
There's
there. The
acceleration.
option pitch to the halfback.
I need to check the stats on him because I swear every time I run with him, it just feels so slow.
Baylor is up a score. Big opening. And he carries the ball for a nice
It's the way I wanted to spin. Just. And we got the first down. Just keep running this stuff.
And they make the stop at the 39.
Makes it second and 2.
There's really no doubt about what we should do. Another triple option.
Gains his way to the
Just
49-yard
needless
line.
spins.
Baylor's got a guy behind
That's what we're
center
gonna
that
do
can
here.
really do it all, Herbie. I mean, he's a dual threat. He can hurt you with his feet and his arm. With this guy, it's key what feet, pick your poison.
I wonder which way I'm about to run the triple option. Oh my.
And he's tackled at your positive yardage.
Calvin.
There's a player hurt. It doesn't
And
look to be
Ebner.
that bad.
Ooh, he is hurt.
From the 47-yard line, it's second down.
Again, sorry for any weird repetition of stuff based on my audio delay because I'm listening to the stream audio off my phone because it took so because believe it or not somehow the audio delay through my own computer that is running the stream is somehow worse. Yeah, we'll do the midline read. Accidentally switch formations there, though.
First down. The
Ooh,
Bears
double
all one of their
tight.
top players go down early, but it looks like he's to be able to get back in there. Caught down.
Yeah, I
around
want to
the
get back. I
36-yard
want to get
line.
back.
On the way. That makes it second and 10.
Did that score alert say Wisconsin almost lost to Purdue? Because that would have been great. That would have been.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Baylor up 7 points. Up the middle.
I just need to start making actual juke moves. And I think we're going to go for it from here. If I mess this up.
Very intelligent play call.
Tried the extra juke. Didn't work great, but we're going to get better. Come on, Craig. Come on, Squirrel. Good run, Squirrel.
So the offense
I'm still learning the buttons on the PS3. So there are going to be plenty of times to run this way. But we got another touchdown on the board. We're on track to be up to my benching threshold by halftime. Oh, and I hit.
I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to.
Why do I always sim on the turnovers?
I'm
sorry about that, yo.
And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long drive, it had an impact and effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
And Charlie gets another rushing touchdown. Easy money. It's gonna be Gary time, maybe even in the first half. We're gonna watch. That way I don't keep missing content.
And he adds the extra point. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears are smothering the opposition.
It's going to be interesting to see once we get Gary out there if he's actually a better running quarterback in game. Because from what I know of the team, IRL, he's pretty good at running the ball, not to take away from his passing ability. But because my scheme is definitely more run-centric that I'm running on here, he might actually be the better fitted starter for us. So we're going to catch a hot sack with him once we get the score up enough and check him out. Give him a good run with the rest of the first team before we throw in the full subs.
As we change into the field, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a change in the outcome. 21-0.
So I think Charlie had 2 touchdowns there in the first quarter running, and I think Lovett had the other one.
And we'll welcome you back to the action here. Just about set to start the second quarter. And he can't get away from the pressure.
Good play by Aguinaldo.
From their own
Let's get a 3-0 and get Gary back on the field. I'm sure I'll be sorry to the defense for all the highlights I've missed. Like whoever got that interception. Yes, let's go. Big sack, 9-6.
Petty is waiting for the snap. And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line.
Okay. Hopefully this can be Charlie's last series.
Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit.
I don't really want to throw with him. I want to get Gary in. And we all know that it's my decision making that'll keep Charlie down.
Here he goes.
Ooh, yes! Yes, what a move.
This is a team that knows when and how to attack on the ground. They have a very
Check
good
this one
sense for
out,
what plays
guys.
will work when.
Right here. Boom. Ooh, he got 2 guys with that. Let's go.
First down.
Just run it
They got
again.
their eyes on that goal line.
And Charlie gets
Touchdown
another.
Bears.
And a good day for Charlie.
You hate to say that a game is
We're going to sim that play, which I think that's X.
we'll come back from this.
Because
The kicker
if we
looks
get an
like he's
extra
ready
point
to
blocked, we
kick
get an
this
extra
one
point
off.
blocked.
Fielded at the 4. You get down to about the 28-yard line.
Real quick, I'm going to take care of that sub. Strategy. Oh, those are grayed out. I guess I have to wait until I'm back. Okay.
It's still only the second quarter. We got
I don't
a lot of
usually
football
sub.
left, but I gotta say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout.
I usually just kind of let the game ride. Plus, I'm not trying to do anything entertaining for any streams usually. Just like I said, this is my second stream all time.
Strike completes. They'll bring down right around the
But
38-yard
it's kind of
line.
fun. Just kind of trying to create narratives, weave stories together out of all this
So
stuff.
it's second down, and they're only about a foot away from
It's
picking
nice
up
to
the
have some
first
control
down.
over a team, but you know. Dude dropped it. Wow. Let's see if we can hold on 3rd and inches. And then whether or not they'll go for it on 4th. Oh.
Held on to it, turned it into a
Got
first
a
down. That's
big
very
hit
frustrating
there.
for this defense.
Is that JT Woods? Is that 22?
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 4.
One sec. I kind of want to go check that out. Yeah, that was JT. Oh, yes, you got the sun there in the background. That's going to make a nice little screenshot. Boom, baby. Let's go. Sorry to get sidetracked there, but that was kind of fun. Ooh, another play from JT. Let's go, back to back.
Always make sure nothing is going to get behind it. You cannot ever get and make a play on the football in front of him. It's just another example of a defensive back, in this case a safety, just having really good instincts to be able to come
Yeah,
up
that
and know when to come
audio
up
through
and
my
knock that
computer is
ball
still
away.
super delayed. It's pretty weird.
Got a man complete. He's hit hard. It's 3rd down, and they're about
Let's get a stop here and get Gary on the field. Come on, boys. Petrie, make a play. Let's go.
He
Oof.
has him room. Gets out to around the 38.
Y'all throwing my own triple option back at me? Have I converted you? Have I made you understand how it's one of the best offenses? Come on, sack him.
Under some heat, and he's sacked.
There we
Coaches don't
go.
like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old
JT,
coach get on his
TJ,
lineman to
jeez,
protect.
TJ.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
Kansas State and Texas just started, according to the ticker down there.
Zip it to the back.
Great job on the screen. Is that Doyle?
2-yard loss.
Yeah, that
They
was
really
Doyle.
just didn't have any room to work on
Man,
that
my team
one.
has some good
The defense-
linebackers. between Petrie, Doyle, and Bernard.
This is the 9th play of this drive.
Those are some really skilled, really athletic guys in the middle. They make big plays. I'm talking IRL too. Rip Bernard for this year. Pretty sure I said that last year. That last stream. And another sack.
I want to also give some credit to the
Those
coverage.
are just killing it.
But
See if we can get a punt
quarterback
return.
didn't have
Come
anywhere
on.
to go for football, it gave the defensive end enough
I
time
had a
to
guy
eventually
return
chase
punt on
the
me
quarterback
last
down for that
in
sack.
the first game. Ole Miss 80-yard punt return or something.
Booming kick.
And I was simming.
And it goes into the
So
end zone.
I
down
honestly
for a
think
touchback.
that crazier stuff happens when you sim the game without watching the sim. Oh, wait. Gotta get Gary in. Okay.
I'm really
Let's do this.
surprised how lopsided
Come on,
this
Gary.
first half has been. But this is college football, and no matter what the score is, the adrenaline's always pumping on both sides. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Baylor looking to build on this commanding lead here.
Oh, they're really stacking up here against it.
And down he goes, the 38-yard line. And he busts a
I'm just
huge
waiting for that
gainer
Gary
there.
keeper, man. I'm gonna see if he can't show us some speed.
The pitch, and he's got some room.
Honestly, it looks like Gary's got some good speed off that one, even though I pitched it pretty
Super
late.
effort by the tailback to pick up a nice gain and a first down. He's really a good-looking ball carrier.
See, I'm glad we're beating them up easy. My slide, because like, if this was a better team, I'd feel like my sliders weren't in the right place.
He tackled at about the 43-yard line.
And who knows, I might up the sliders mid-season. I'm not trying to win a national championship here this year, even though my week 1 loss doesn't help with that. Oh,
Taken down.
Sneed. I could have had a touchdown. Come on, man.
Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Okay, we got Edmund on the board.
Wow. Complete dominance.
So it's
so
3 for
far,
Charlie,
both
1 for
sides of the
Lovett, and 1 for
football.
Ebner. We'll sim the rest of the first half. I mean, we'll watch the sim the rest of the first half, and then we'll start actually simming it.
And he converts the extra point.
Because we are just going to sit here
Reese
and
Davis is
watch
standing by
Houston.
with this update. Reese.
The Longhorns come into today's game.
I should look
ranked
into
number 7. And for
to finding a way to
Texas,
tell us straight
they
on
can
stream.
pitch that
It's not something I'm going to even try for this week.
absolutely lethal through
But
the air, and it
that'd be
results
cool.
in a touchdown. Texans on top, 7-0.
All right, thanks a lot, Reese. They line up to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Yeah, the defense
Let's see if FCS Southeast can actually do anything.
Bring the blitz. And his
I'm really kind of hoping for the shutout. But I figure once I just straight up sim everything in the second half,
This offense needs to start playing some emotional
it's
football.
not going to be pretty that they'll score.
Got the first. And they make the stop around the 42-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 42-yard line. First down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Gee, the audio is still just throwing me for a loop, man.
Fires it out.
Like,
Around the 48-yard line.
It sounds so distorted, and the fact that my own computer has a weird delay with it.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
Who cares, though?
It's 2nd and 10. Ball in the 48-yard line.
It's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out for next stream.
They come out in an empty backfield.
The real question is if it shows up in the recordings in some really weird, annoying way. Because worst case scenario, I just cut all the game audio and I just start playing music.
Quick shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the ball.
See a punt return here. I'd really like a good punt return here.
They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. And this one is a beauty.
Oh.
This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback.
Also, if y'all notice on those the goalpost pads, somehow that's like the one thing from that the mod has done for Baylor, like in game so far. Like the field's not done, the jerseys aren't done, but the goalpost pads are done.
I think it really started to affect not only just the psyche of this defense, but maybe even the conditioning when it started to get a little bit fatigued.
Baylor up big right now in this one. He's got up in the backfield.
Face mask? Give me a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask.
I might need to turn face mask down on the sliders. They've come up a decent
gives up
bit.
some free yards to the offense.
Oh, you know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
From their own 40-yard line, it's first down. Gets out to around the 48.
This is the kind of steady, strong drive that coaches love to see. Right now, they're firing on all cylinders.
This is gonna be one of those, yep. Has to take the time, has to talk. I never understood why they made us go through that animation.
There he goes. And he had it on the corner. Gains his way to the 36-yard line.
And they're doing that animation again, jeez.
Big opening. Huge gain, and that sets him up nicely with first and goal.
We're just probably going to punch this in real quick. I'm hoping we can get Gary on the board here. But you run what the option wants you to run. Not what the defense gives you. Ooh. Gavin, thanks for covering.
Down at the 8-yard line.
It didn't really seem to me that anybody on this offense really knew where that option was going. Fortunately for them, they were able to hang on to the ball.
It's very nice they tell you what the read keys are, even though once you understand the concept, it's pretty obvious.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain. They're crowding the line.
Oof.
And to get him in the backfield for a
I don't
loss.
want to go for this.
The offense knows that a
Couldn't even hurry
linebacker
up.
is cheating up a little bit on the run. If they can get some protection, they might want to open up a
And
little bit
we're
of
gonna
space for some
find-
passes underneath.
Baylor with a big advantage.
There we go. Read option weak.
And he's taken
Oh,
down around the 4-yard line.
Gary couldn't make it.
Personal foul.
Maybe that's why Charlie's our number one.
Defense.
Oh, we just got a free face mask.
Well, just too bad. They made the stop.
We're gonna call
The
timeout
flag is
here.
gonna keep the chains moving.
We got timeouts to work
Take their
with.
first time out of that. It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6
Okay.
points here.
We got the light of fire skill. Let's just knock this in. And we got Gary on the board. Bailed out on 4th down with the face mask. You hate to see it from a weak opponent. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead. Send on the
We're still
field.
here in the first half, and it's already looking like blowout.
The guys are chomping the bit down there.
Oh
waiting
my!
for the game to
Every
start
time I
back
see
up.
him, there's a turnover, and I'm really missing out on the highlights.
And they get nice yardage on that one. And he keeps it on
I
the
gotta stop
option
using the
play
spin
and picks up
move, and I
6.
gotta start using the jukes again. Ooh.
On the pitch, look
Oh
out for this
gosh.
ball.
That could be a touchdown.
And now he's got room to run.
Jeez, every time I play, I just gotta clean up on the turnovers, man.
So can the defense match their effort from the last drive with another takeaway?
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show they can hang on to it.
Tackled outside after a nice pickup. Baylor comes to the line.
let's give him
They
a
got big
throw.
advantage in this one. He's at midfield, slings it. He goes out of bounds around the 45-yard
That was an
line.
interesting interesting game physics there. Try to do a spin move between them and just pop them straight back.
And he is drilled at the 32.
Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to do that one. Kind of want to take a shot here.
He launches one for the end zone. Can't connect. He had to get rid of that one in a hurry.
The defensive
Good
coordinator
one
cooked
to
up
play
with the
in.
blitz package that time, and although it didn't result in a sack, forced a bad throw.
Oh, is it saying that's set up? Okay.
And he hits him hard at the 40.
That's rough.
Third down.
Let's go with the triple option, see if we can't break it. They have trouble defending it, obviously.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20.
And we broke it.
Tackled at the 17. Baylor up by a bunch. Gets up to around the 9.
My instincts aren't the greatest right now on which way to juke. That'll come with practice.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
No, we're gonna make the mistake of throwing in the red zone again. Oh gosh, wrong button. Why do I keep hitting the wrong
You don't want to
button?
ever give your opponent a second chance, but that's exactly what they did, not making that interception.
So it's third down, and they got about 2 yards to go. They'll bring it
Got
back
first.
around the 6-yard line.
Okay. Oh, we'll hit him with the
Here's play
slants.
number 10 on drive. Fires quickly.
There we go. We got
Touchdown.
tackle on the board. And we got the ball back. Hopefully this can be Gary's last drive and we can get Zeno in and start just slinging the ball around. Reckless abandon.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense could stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
And he shoved out of bounds.
He was
around
not
the
fast enough on those
47-yard
reactions.
line. Baylor in control. He's at the 30.
Come on.
To the 20.
Come on, squirrel.
And they
Oh,
finally tackle
man.
him at the
The
30.
one guy just got just enough.
The Bears will use their first time.
I was
out of
wondering,
that.
that had to be kind of glitchy. Please tell me it's still set up. Yes, yes it
First and
is.
10 following that big run. And down goes around the 10-yard line.
Interesting. That was kind of a terrible play for having been set up.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That makes it 33.
Yeah, we'll go back to the bread and butter. Oh, and Charlie's in for some reason.
Tackled after decent pickup.
Okay. What is up? Depth chart. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. Jacob Zeno, Gary Bohannon. Okay.
Gain 5 yards. That makes it first and goal.
First down, and they got their eyes on
Got
that
3
goal
shots,
line.
Jacob.
Baylor comes to the line, holding that commanding lead. Zips it to his
Nice.
receiver. Touchdown.
0-yard reception.
So there's the quick.
Nice job here of fighting off the defender to get to the ball. That was a nice pitch and catch.
They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6.
Oh, I meant to hit X. Okay, well, we got lucky. That's exactly what I did on the pick with Charlie earlier.
He airs it out.
Ooh, baby. Oh, he dropped that right in there.
Bears.
Jeez, Zeno looking like Big 12 championship game again. Where's he gonna keep going? We'll try
The
a screen
offense
pass.
really came up with
I
a
don't know.
nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to
And
stick it to
again,
these
I
receivers
never
with
like
tighter
how
coverage.
screens pan out in this game. I feel like you really have to like set them up perfectly. Like you have to get the game to be like, it's set up. Which can be nice. But it also feels like the game
Here's a quick
doesn't.
throw.
Oof.
By the senior.
Well, at least we're throwing with Zeno. I'm not going to worry too much about that.
Both teams are playing out the stretch here. You want to get experience for guys who normally don't
One
get in the
touchdown, one
game.
interception.
Try to avoid injuries. Baylor up by a big margin. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Tackled at the 30-yard line.
Try it again. And why is Gary in?
He wants it all going long.
Real quick. Strategy. Depth chart. I'm gonna switch those two. And we're gonna do mass subs. Cancel. Because we're on the second team.
Great play by the safety to be able to be in a position to make this play, but he's got to be able to hold onto the football. You know, he's a big, physical, athletic guy, but he's got to be able to secure a football and make a big play when it presents
so
itself.
I have no clue.
From the 30-yard line, it's second down. And he throws right away. Picked off.
And now I've thrown an interception with each of them. Depth chart. Okay. Oh well. Now we're back to Zeno. Well, let's see if you're on the triple
offense will
option,
take
Zeno.
the field. They're certainly hoping to do better than they did on their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
Giving the ball away can rattle your confidence, but he just needs to relax, not try to force it. He's starting off
Dangerous
with a
pitch,
great
but that's
field
on me.
position now.
Baylor is winning big. Williams gets another handoff. Heading for the corner.
Oh man, little man with a big stiff
If you
arm.
consistently run effectively like this, it forced the defense to pay
Craig's got
more attention to the run.
133
That creates
Gs.
chances in the play action passing game.
Watch out for a pass play when you're in a goal line D. He's taken down at about the 7-yard line.
That just doesn't seem to be working out.
That brings up second and goal.
It's like he's reading my mind.
Strike to his receiver, no good.
It just, that was a bad idea, but it was kind of funny. Oh yeah, that reading my mind comment, that's because of what I heard right at that moment, but I forgot about the audio delay. X, N, Y, X, R, B. Yeah. Atkinson!
Incomplete.
These guys,
What
especially in the
gives?
secondary, really get after
That brings up fourth and goal.
the other side of the ball.
He missed a chance at 3 points on their last drive.
Yep. It was a
Kansas
rough
State looks like they have a
go-around,
shot at
just kicking the
Texas.
last time. But this guy won't hang his head. If he has another opportunity to kick one, he'll play.
And I made the play. That was a give to the dive.
That makes it second.
From their own 16-yard line, it's second down. Baylor up big right now in this one. And they make the stop on the 17-yard line.
We're not running this too well, Zeno. I think I kind of disengaged too much. But you know what? It's no biggie.
Very stern effort there of the defense. They weren't giving up
This game's
anything
about to
on that
end.
series.
Oh, they scored. You know what? We're gonna go normal. Yeah, we're gonna.
They went for it on 4th down in their last possession and weren't successful.
And this offense
We're
comes
gonna try
down
and
the
go
field
down the
again.
field.
It stopped on downs the last time out. And not only does that affect them in a negative way, but what it does is it gives this defense that they're facing a ton of confidence
hang a
and a lot of
70th.
momentum as they come back out on the field.
Deep pass. Yep.
He throws right. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
That
Hey,
was
this guy's got to
smart
forget
throw.
about the drop. Remember, he was in good position to make a play.
Pretty sure we got a read option in here. Yep. Bread and butter. Love making the read.
That's a great tackle. at the
Face mask.
31-yard
He
line.
face masked again.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Yep.
Defense.
They're giving away free yards
go.
and
Let's
only
get this
making
game over.
life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
From the 16-yard line, it's 1st down. Just over 2 minutes in the
My
game.
article previewing this game,
He's on the run.
I
Goes to the receiver.
definitely underestimated the skill gap. I think I said 48-17. So, you know, we're better than that, and I'm happy about it.
Fires quickly.
Hey, we got Christoph Henley, touchdown. Let's go. I used to play high school ball against him.
This one well in hand.
Fun times, man. Fun times.
And stop airing it out.
This offense just torched the defense through the air with
We're
a great passing attack on their last
not
drive.
on
I
sportsmanlike
expected to run
here.
the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
So it's 2nd and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Okay. We get to just wait around, enjoy it, soak up the victory. Yeah. Next week, though, we've got Houston. That is no cupcake. That's a decent non-con game.
The quarterback takes a knee, and that's always a good sign.
We're getting a little
Fan of this
XP for our meals. Kind of cheeky. I think I might adjust the game speed and settings. I think I have it on slow right now.
From
So,
the 21-yard line. It's 3rd down. Under a minute left.
for next week's game, which I'll probably play over this next weekend, Friday or Saturday maybe. We'll adjust that to normal,
Well, a nice stop there late.
and we might lower the face mask slider a bit, and then yeah. And of course, you'll see a recap article on my website, spin-cycle-sports.com, and a preview article. And then pretty much everything else will be up on Twitter. Oh, and we're kicking the field goal.
This is to add to an already impressive lead. He gets it up, it's long enough, and he nails the long field goal.
Oh yeah, my Twitter handle is at @SpinCycleSports.
Just a total lack of
That is actually our first win here at Baylor with Coach Godfrey. So we'll remember that one. Nice little bit against FCS Southeast. Can't wait to keep building on that. So now we gotta quickly check out the game stats, scoring summary. Brewer, love it. Brewer, Ebner, Bohannon, Thornton, Atkinson, Holmes. We got some passing touchdowns there in the third quarter. Henley, Myers. Player stats. Okay. I only tried 4 passes with Charlie. Didn't throw a TD with him. Threw an interception with him. Not the best day passing. Really didn't rack up any passing yards. They don't keep stats for FCS. Awesome. I don't have to worry about that. Rushing yards. Whoo, boy, we got 200-yard rushers. Treston and Squirrel. Okay. Oh, love it. 1 yard away. 1 yard away. Bohannon and Brewer both had good days. That's a really good amount of rushing. Gavin, 69 yards received here, a touchdown. Not bad, not bad. Defensive. Just want to check this out real quick. What? Cole Maxwell. Jeez. Have yourself a day, big man. Wish Terrell had gotten a little more action. Or maybe Petrie getting more action. But, you know, guys who step up, step up. Like, that's awesome. Hopefully he'll get player of the week. Then again, it's not a big game. Team stats. Oh, man, let's see. Passing yards. We only had 166. 475 rushing yards. That's awesome. Okay. Now we gotta check out the highlights real quick. View and create. Let's just see what we got in terms of Charlie 10-yard. Okay, we'll come back to those A's. .22 by Treston. Okay. So we've got 3 A's right now. I kind of definitely want to get Zeno's long bomb touchdown. That was Zeno's short touchdown, so yeah, we're going to get that. Let's check out the broadcast cameras. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Add EA Sports highlights. Okay, I think we're gonna go back. Let's see if this one's good. Ooh, yes, this is the one. That's not the view I want, though. I think this is the view I want. Oof. Nasty move. We'll add that one. I think we only got 2 video slots left. We'll check out this one. We'll go ahead and add that. And then we'll see if we got anything from Love It or Charlie. Charlie Brewer 10-yard rush. Love It. Let's see if this one's good. We'll just go ahead. Don't want to take way too long doing this. Okay. We'll manage. Select. Save all. Hopefully that saves everything. Oh, that's a lame one. Jeez, why do I have these dud photos in here? Henley gets on here. Okay. I think that one's going to be the picture of our game. See, the last games didn't save, and I'm not sure if that's because I did something wrong. But I think it's all saved. So gonna exit the game. Good win. Still got to clean up turnovers. Each quarterback had an interception. Had that one fumble. But yeah, I'm probably gonna play it safer. I took some chances there with those late interceptions. My real problems were the one fumble and the first interception with Charlie. So Texas won. West Virginia lost. Charlie was that. I think we got to go with Cole Maxwell for our personal player of the game, and we'll get I don't know. We'll give it to Anthony Johnson for them. The interception was probably bigger than getting a garbage time touchdown. So now it's auto-saving, which I thought I turned off. I'm going to go into Dynasty House Rules. Game speed, I'm going to turn that up. I'm going to turn it up to very fast for the... I'm turning it up for us simming through this next game. I seriously thought I had autosave turned off, so I'm a little concerned about that. There are going to be times when I don't want autosave on. So yeah. Maybe it's going to be in system settings. Autosave on. Okay. No. Scores, schedules. Let's go down to the American. Houston and Rice. Play this game. Okay, hopefully this doesn't take too long. We're like an hour and 18-ish minutes into the stream. An hour and 23 if you count the 5-minute kind of prep time that I throw on the front end. Looks like Houston should win this one handily. They got the top rush defense in the nation in their one game. Stevenson, Stewart, and Turner, left end, right, outside linebacker, and wide receiver. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Only one team can run the city. Houston and Rice are on the field. The Cougars and the Owls get set to hook up in the battle for Bayou Bucket. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Fred Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
Is this another... Okay, it's the battle for the Bayou Bucket, but is it another Texas Advocate kickoff? Oh, of course it is. Oh, that should be good.
And now it's time for the Coke Talk, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Okay, Rice won the kick. Rice won the coin flip. They're gonna kick.
Rice
Big game
is
skill
getting
after
fired
that.
up down there as they get ready to boot this opening kickoff. He sends this one deep. And goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out on the field for the first drive.
Kind of nice just to sit back, relax, enjoy this.
He steps out at the 26.
So I'm thinking Rice is going to lose this game. Realm of 38 to 20.
Around the 39-yard line. And the delayed handoff works for big game.
Got to be happy with the effort there
Could
by
be very
tailback.
wrong. But, you know, Rice did just beat Kansas last week. So, anything could happen.
Catches it, that's all. He's knocked out of bounds.
Okay, I wonder if I can get the broadcast camera on the other side. I'm not gonna fool with it.
At about the
I just want to get this one
49.
done.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That makes it first and 10.
Got it and brought down immediately.
Let's see if Houston can really make a drive of this. Pick up another first down here. Start marching into Rice territory.
And a a quick throw. He's taken down around the
Better rally to the ball to the
34-yard
defense.
line. The play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit
Never
to the
seen that
defense
in
here.
the graphic
Recognizing
from the game
pass and
before.
swarming to the receiver.
From the 44-yard
Upset alert
line.
down the bottom.
Third down.
Oh, Minnesota's in a battle with San Jose State in the second quarter. Screen pass,
And
or
they
just
got it.
terrible
These
offensive
guys can
line.
be aggressive. When you stand back there and take hits like that, you're definitely going to feel it the next day.
Myers is back deep to return the punt.
If it starts getting close to 11, I'm going to have to cut the stream.
At 20.
We'll just
He's not the type of
enjoy
guy to
having
call
watched
for a
what
catch
we've
very
watched.
often. He does have the ability to make guys miss.
So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
I have a feeling I will have to cut it probably sometime in the second half. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Life happens.
Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss.
Messes with your plans.
Second and 12 coming up here.
Why you bucket
on the
graphic?
18-yard line.
I'm seeing it on the delay. Looks pretty good for this game, honestly.
Caught with room to work. They'll bring it down at about the 31.
Just a quick little run fake there, and it neutralized the defensive lineman for just a second. That's a smart play.
Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
They do replays after every single play.
Second and 11. Ball on the 30-yard line.
I like that on an actual broadcast, but in the interest of my time.
And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
And that's the safety who stepped up to make that tackle.
I'm gonna try and speed this up a little.
Going deep.
Ooh, going
lays it
long.
out there.
Oh, he's
Almost
nearly
picked
picked
That's
off.
a great job here
Marcus
by the defense
Jones
to knock that
dropped
football
it.
away and
Sure
set up a
pick,
fourth
honestly.
down.
Gotta do better than that.
Jones is back deep to return. He makes it out
Decent
to maybe
return
the
there.
43-yard line.
Right. Let's see the penalty.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Ooh,
Defense.
tack on a face mask. Good field position for Houston here.
Still first down.
From the 42-yard line. It's first down. He gets to about the
Start to the drive.
34-yard
They
line.
rush.
Nice job by the
by
running back. And
Carr.
that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards.
Spelled with only one R. Interesting. Don't know many cats with a last name like that.
And they make the stop
Man.
around the 27-yard line.
That was a hospital throw there over the middle. Lucky his receiver bounced back up. So they got Clayton Tune starting at quarterback. Ooh, some power
And a
there
great
from
tackle
Carr.
at the 21.
Looks like we gotta be ready for a spread attack from a defensive standpoint.
He's out of bounds at the
They're
18-yard
moving
line.
that ball around. They're stretching to both sidelines. And they pick up the first. They're in the red zone now, baby. I'm just rooting for a Houston touchdown so I can get a nice highlight. I think the plan will be to stream next Saturday. That one won't be a night stream. Baylor's playing their last home game of the year. I've got a ticket in real life, so I will be there. You know, trying to make sure to stay healthy, but when it's your senior year, you kind of want to go do some stuff that you've enjoyed doing for the last 3 years before. So yeah, it'll be sad and it'll be a tough game. Probably won't turn out too great for us. Touchdown Houston, there we go. Let's stop pressing buttons, catch this highlight. Trayvon Bradley.
This team has so many potent weapons. It's tough to try to single out just one of them to stop.
We can definitely get that out of the video.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. So an 8-play, 41-yard drive and a touchdown as a result.
You know, a lot of times you have to watch practice and watch a 7-on-7 drill to not see the ball touch the ground. This time they went the entire length of the field. The ball never touched the ground. Great execution by the quarterback and receiver.
Not a bad return there for us.
27-yard line. And while they are behind, they know they can knock things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
I'm going to be back in a sec. That's what I said.
Down, 30-yard line. From their own 30-yard line, it's second down. Got his receiver, dropped it, incomplete.
Number 10 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
And we're back.
Jones,
there we go.
Back to return it.
Gotta do what you gotta do. And Houston's defense did what Houston's defense had to do.
The 36-yard line. The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. Houston is up 7.
Still got 2 viewers. One of whom is me.
Get away from the pressure.
So it's a good time. Ooh, I should turn that down just a slight bit.
It's second down, 15 to go. Ball on their own 30. And down he goes at about the 33-yard line.
Honestly, we might send the second quarter.
They bring the quarterback down.
See if we can't finish up slightly earlier.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Certainly they don't have the return on here. He really got a hold of that one. Houston's got great defensive game plan, and it's working right now.
Well, even from up here, Brad, you can see their defensive speed, and they're just playing with kind of an aggressive attitude. You're going to have to maintain that to slow down this offense.
See what Houston.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit that's manageable shouldn't be in front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Tackle at about the 41. We've got a 2nd and 9 here.
Audio
Ball on the 41-yard line.
You should see if it's very delayed.
Quick throw to the back, it's incomplete.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
audio is early, I think.
It's on the ground. Scoots it up.
What was most impressive is how he followed the play.
I don't know
and
if
he
this
just didn't give up on it. It was that effort that allowed him to come away with the
in
football.
OBS.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. Houston is up by a touchdown. He's tackled at the 26-yard
There's a delay I can add.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah. We might just try and figure out a music playlist for next time and kind of just see where that goes. See if the stream feels nicer without trying to bring in too much game audio. Just because my computer can't handle it. It's either my computer or the capture card. My capture card's not amazing.
They're going to try a long field goal here.
If it's a capture card, there's really nothing I can do until I can build a computer good enough to emulate.
Quick update there. Here's Reese. Off to University Park we go. Back and forth these two teams go. Neither one giving an inch. We could be headed to a photo finish.
And stream at the same time. That's going to be a big upgrade, but that's going to cost a lot of money.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Cougars are looking downright scary on defense.
It's either that
They are flying around as a group right now, completely aware of
So
what
next
this
stream we
offense
might
is
just
trying
try and
to
go
do,
without the
and
audio so we don't have to
dismantling
time
every
anything up
single
with that,
time
and that's
on
just a
every
matter
single
of
play.
It's not quite a blowout, but unless they do something here, it might turn into one. They're packed in tight on the
my
line.
audio is looking timed up with my face, so I kind of think it's actually through the capture card that the audio is conscious though.
As we change into the field, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a change in the outcome. 10-0 Cougars. And we welcome.
Okay, can I settings select sides. We have to watch this one play, and then we can go into Super Sim.
Back to the action here, just about set to start the second quarter. Fakes it, and the quarterback scrambles. He's wrapped up for the sack.
So we're gonna go Super Sim. We're gonna honestly skip ahead. Next quarter. Rice finally scored another touchdown. 2 more touchdowns. Rice finally scored a touchdown. Now we're at the start of the third. Okay. Exit. I think I have to do this for Rice. So we'll play one game of Rice's game.
He'll return it from the 6. Looking for the corner. He gets hit out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
I think that was a pretty good return for them, so...
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
Besides, I could use a little help. Houston's putting up some good numbers. False start. Oof. It's
Little
tough.
stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
Still first down.
So the penalty will make it 1st and 15. Runs it and tackled in the backfield.
Normally we'll try
This is the
and
kind of
watch the
play you
whole
want to see
game.
if you're a defensive player, because not only is it a negative play, but this can
Really
really
enjoy
impact
it.
and affect the emotion of the game. Just looking down and
I had
looking
a-
at the energy on the field,
I had a
and even on the
full,
sideline,
actual
you can see the
nice
defense is fired up
desktop
after that
PC
play.
that I was running this game off of.
Throws left, the running back's got it.
Man,
And he's
I'd be
tackled
like-
at the 33. They get 5 yards on the play.
I'd be
Not a bad
working
play. They gained
on
5
my
yards
post-game
out of it.
article
They
right
keep
now,
moving the
live
defense
on
back.
stream while we watch this
It's
game.
3rd and 10.
I'd be
Ball on the
working on
33-yard line.
matchup graphics for next week. Maybe working on a little highlight video from this week or a hype video for next
You
week.
don't want to ever give your opponent a second chance, but that's exactly what they did
like,
by not making that interception.
Definitely dealing with some
Jones back deep to
some
return.
lacking hardware. But hey, I think we're doing a decent job here.
He makes it out to maybe the 46-yard line. So we're just about ready to return to action. Look out to his receiver. Tackle made around the 48-yard line.
Oh man, on the delay, I'm hearing some like grunting, like freaking
Gets out to his receiver to
if it
hurry.
works in Lord of the
He's
Rings,
leveled at the
honestly,
47.
out of the game audio. It's kind of janky. Oh man.
And he's taken down at about the 45. Looks like they've decided to go for it here. Quick pass,
Oof,
man
gotta
open,
catch
he
that.
dropped it. The defense holds, and the ball will change hands.
Is that, let's
Their
say
last drive
like,
broke down, and they punted.
what was that?
What do they have in store this time out?
26 or
They're gonna make a
31,
comeback in this game.
195,
It's
and
going
2
to have to
touchdowns
start
for Clayton
now.
Tune.
This offense has to get rolling.
Decent quarterback.
Let's run up the middle.
I didn't even realize I was 4th down there too.
From the 50, 2nd down. Quick strike to the receiver. He's taken down at the 42-yard line. Looking for his man, incomplete. That looked like the same play they just called.
Yeah, it was. The defense was ready for it this time.
2nd and 10.
Sorry about the yawns,
Ball
man.
42.
I'm tired. It's been an interesting week for me. Wrapping up my finals here at Baylor.
Brought down, nothing doing. So it's complete, but they didn't
Probably
get
should
much
have
there.
started
That's
more for
because
them,
the
but I
defense was
think we
just
made it
waiting
through.
on it, and they
Made
attacked.
it through all
The
right.
quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
And he hits him hard at the 30.
If you're the defense, who do you try to cover this guy with? He's too fast for most linebackers. He's too big for most corners. You have to rely on your safeties, who
We
generally aren't very
might go
good
ahead
in one.
and sim the rest of the 3rd. Go on Houston this time. Even it out.
Feeds it to the back. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
He was playing the all the way and was able to stop
Wait
him
for the
quickly.
pick play. There we go. And Next quarter. Jeez. Settings, select sides, none. Are we on offense? Okay. Let's go with this. And
All
nice
right,
run
we're
up
just
the
about
middle on
set to
first
start
and
action
10.
here again in the fourth quarter. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Rush. Rather neutral play in my opinion.
That brings up
Second and 5.
And now it's all
Ball
up
on
to
the
them.
13.
And Carter nearly found his way into the end zone. Jeez.
That makes it 16 goal.
He's going to try and scramble.
Oh,
And they make the stop around the 1
goal
yard line.
line tackle by Rice. Okay. They're really trying to stick it out.
And he stopped behind the
Wow.
line.
Rice is really making it stand here. Kind of would expect more out of Houston. Oh no, the glitch.
And they got to him before he could get back to the line.
Personal foul.
Bailed out with a face mask.
Defense.
I need to turn that face mask slider down.
Well, that's just too bad.
Face masks
They made
are
the
not
stop,
this
but a
common.
flag is going to keep the chains moving.
First and goal from the 2. Let's see if they just don't try to power their way into the end zone here.
So normally I'd be ready to go for an extra hour after this.
Knocked out of bounds.
And
Right
we'd be
around
able
the
to
4-yard
not
line.
rush through our game, really take a look at stats and stories from other stuff, and watch the next week's opponent's game. But sadly,
This is the
we
12th play of this drive.
I just don't have time for that tonight.
Tackled for a loss.
Rice's
The
goal
running back
line
gets the
defense is
yard.
amazing right now, honestly. This is kind of really embarrassing for Houston in my mind.
Touchdown.
My bros can't stop him. Jeez. Finally, they punch it in. Chandler Smith, I think it was. We're gonna get a highlight. No. Okay. No.
And he converts the extra point.
Pretty tough on Rice though.
Let's
They're
check in
running
with
out of time.
Reese Davis in the studio.
Nittany Lions came into
And
the
Kent
game
State
ready to
upset
build.
Penn State.
After that
Jeez.
performance, they'll drop like a stone.
That's
There
amazing.
is no room to take anything for granted in college football. When you do, it bites you right in the keister.
He sends this one deep. Houston is ready to kick it away. He's to the 20. Oh, he got nailed on that
Let's see
one.
if Rice can do anything to close the gap.
We're about set to start things up again.
So everything's pretty delayed on the stream now.
And he
That's
just getting
great.
rid of it.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do
Yeah.
is just to throw the ball into
If
cover. You got away with one right there.
If this
It's
stream starts out the
unfortunate.
same
Next time
way
you should just throw it away
on
out of
Saturday
bounds.
or Sunday, whenever I stream next,
From their own 24
this weekend, if it starts out the
Second
same
down.
way, I'm gonna have a playlist of songs ready. We're gonna bail to that.
Fires
I'm gonna have to
quick
check
and
out
open.
Twitch
And he
music.
dropped
I think Twitch has some copyright-free music. But yeah, we're gonna dump to some music and just kind of jam out while we're playing with the game in the background.
it. Got hit and still completed it. They'll drop him for
Also
a
gotta
loss.
see if I can't find a way to bring in just slightly lower quality visually from the capture card, so maybe it can all go smoother. Maybe there's some graphic settings in the actual game I can lower just to kind of smooth it all out. Because I'd rather have everything time upright than have higher quality at terrible frame rate and bit rate and choppy.
Tries to get around the corner.
Nice
He makes it
punt
to
return
maybe the 36-yard line. And he was able to pick up some nice yards on the return. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. They hand it off.
Ooh,
at about the 35. Pick up of a
Car just
yard
got
for the
laid
tailback.
out.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Fudge.
It's 2nd and 9. Ball on the 35. Throws quickly and it's almost intercepted.
Boy, this guy drops an interception, and what's ironic about that, and going to the meetings the other day, is that this guy's been telling the coaches he wants to play some
There's going to
wide
be a little
receiver.
wrap up to do, so I might, after Rice's
Because
next
he can't catch the ball
drive,
as a defensive
whatever
back.
happens on Rice's
For
next
Stevenson,
drive,
that's another catch, and that puts
we'll
him at
watch
100
that,
yards for the
and
game.
then
You gotta
we'll
love
send
this
to the end of the game.
quarterback-receiver combo. Talking to these guys before the game, they told me they spend about an hour after every practice perfecting the routes. It sure shows.
No good. He hooked it left. They couldn't get anything going on that last drive. Got a man and
Not
falls
the
to
right
the
way to start
ground.
out, Rice. Maybe looking for Houston's defense.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own
Not
27-yard
that
line.
there's any actual
It's
film
2nd
study
down.
to do. It's a video game. It's gonna be interesting to
Got
see
a
if
man,
there's
but
any
he's
smart
tackled
places
back
to
behind the line
attack.
of scrimmage. They're stopped 2 yards behind the line.
They really just didn't
Injury.
have any room to work on
I
that
don't know why
play.
it goes to
The
such a
defense
black
just
screen in
suffocated
such a
them.
weird way for injuries. Like, obviously, it's never good for a guy to get injured. Still, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
And they push him out at the 28-yard line. King gets him about 3 yards with a completion.
That'll bring up 4th and 9.
Jones is back deep to return the punt.
Nice little
He
return out
makes it
towards the
up to
50 for
maybe the
Houston.
49.
And that's where we're gonna say adieu to the game. We're gonna go ahead and try and make sure it's Super Sims to the end in case any of those type of stats are needed.
Yard line.
Houston scores one more.
Just a
Rice
total
doesn't.
lack of competition today. Houston 40, Rice 13.
Carr was the player of the
That
game for
brings this
them.
broadcast to a close.
Rice
For
had a
EA
rough one.
Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brett Hessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 14.
Hopefully we can get some no really great screen grabs there. Check the stats really quick. Player stats. Okay, he had a good game. 290 with 74% completion, 3 touchdowns. Carr had a good game. Receiving, we're going to look out for Stevenson. Okay. Auburn beat LSU. Okay. Florida beat Tennessee. quick. Let's check out the top 25. No, not all of them are simmed. And besides, we already looked into that at the start of the week. We'll go back and check after we get through this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the game audio down and we'll start playing some music. Let's see if the music's actually coming through. Okay. Hang on to this. This is my phone audio. Listen to the stream. So yeah, my OBS audio is kind of glitchy. I wonder if that has anything to do with any changes I've made since last time. But this was we leveled up. Bill Godfrey leveled up. And we've got some guys ready to visit, including Derek Scott. He's the one I wanted to visit complimentary against Iowa State with. So that should be good. That we can make that happen. So we're gonna go ahead and check out his skill tree. And I know I'm struggling with the ball security. We haven't been fumbling so much as we've been getting intercepted. That's decision making. It's not really carrying. So I think we're gonna try to protect us from injuries and increase our stamina. I think that's where we gotta go. So we're gonna check out some of the top stories. Tiger, #1 fell to NC State. Oh geez, we had some upsets this week. And Alabama's a #1. Okay, some stuff never changes. Whoa, these two are playing. When did that happen? We might want to watch that one live on stream over the weekend. Let's check scores and schedules. Sorry for my flip-flop in there. So obviously we got Baylor and Houston. That should be a good one. Let's go to top 25. FCS. Decent. Because Minnesota's got a decent record. We got a 2-2 LSU at 19. Come on, man. Rankings inertia with these SEC teams. Georgia too. A&M 3-1 at #9. One loss at #9 this early. Like, come on.
I didn't know I could feel like that.
One loss at #7 too. Man, that's the game we got. How is this game day? Like, I know it's a rivalry and all, and anything can happen. But you're telling me that you wouldn't go to South Bend for Oklahoma and Notre Dame? 2 versus 3. That's kind of weird. North Carolina climbing though. Okay, I see you. They're probably gonna get upset. Ooh, good old Dallas-Fort Worth rivalry. I like that one. I'd watch it if there wasn't a better game on. My Boilermakers going up against Michigan. It's probably not gonna end well. And Ohio State, Wisconsin. That's another good one. Ooh, an Ole Miss against Alabama. Ole Miss picked up a loss. Who'd they? They picked up a loss against Texas. That's what it was. That's 1 versus 22. Okay. Oregon and Cal. Nice little Pac-12 action. This week in the Big 12, though. Baylor and Houston. Iowa and Tulsa. Iowa State and Tulsa. Oklahoma State, West Virginia. Oklahoma, Notre Dame. SMU, TCU. Yeah. Got a nice slate here in the Big 12. Probably gonna try and make a graphic for that going into this weekend. And I should try and do a roundup article or something, just to keep informed on what the big games that weekend are. Why did I skip the top 25 poll? We'll go back and check that out. Big 12. You got numbers 2 and 4. They jumped up to 4. Okay. Looks like it's going to be a nice year to pick up. Who did Kansas pick up a win over? Please tell me it was an FCS team. Yeah, it was. Okay. Top 25 poll. Let's check out the AP. Interesting. There were a lot of upset losses. So Alabama, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas, UNC, A&M, Ohio State, Cincy. I guess the coaches is what they go by. That's interesting for the Dynasty. Alabama, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Texas, North Carolina, Cincy, Florida, Ohio State, A&M, Clemson, Wisconsin, UC. Jeez, that's interesting top 25. So this is the top 25 for week 5. Yeah, we should check out the American Conference standings real quick. Just see what Houston's up to. Oh, they're riding high. They're in the undefeated half of the conference. Iceman watch. Justin Fields. Brian Robinson Jr., halfback for Alabama. It's a name I'm not familiar with. Haven't been watching much of Alabama this year, so don't murder me on that one. Sam Ellinger. Oh gosh, please get him off. Javonte Williams from UNC and the halfback Teague out of Ohio State's dropping. Okay. Players of the week. Catch this real quick for the NCAA and the Big 12. Yeah, Cole Maxwell. You got it. We got our first National Player of the Week. Oh man, let's go. NCAA and Big 12. Sam Ellinger did Sam Ellinger get another one? Jeez, he's racking them up. Week 3, Keontae Ingram got it. UT's, I mean, they're number 4. Makes sense, but still, jeez. And those are national for week 3, which we had to send through earlier. We're definitely going to go and screen grab those later. Let's see if we've got any injuries on the injury report. Okay. Now Houston. Got a halfback. Okay. So that's gonna wrap it up for this stream and this week. We're gonna be coming back with week 5 next week. Next time I stream, which should be let's go with Saturday for now, and just see where that takes us. See if that actually happens. Obviously, check my Twitter for any announcements on that. Check my Twitter for any other infographics. I'll try and tweet out the articles I put up on my website too. I don't know if I'm going to do that this week, but there are articles up on the website. It'll recap the games we just played. Then I'll look forward to the game against Houston and probably do a little conference national roundup of the big games going into this next weekend. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.